Hey, fine girl, how far?
I'm fine. How are you?
It's so funny. Feels like we just started dating again. Like I'm trying to toast you again, all over again. Hi,
Hi.
my name is Emmanuel.
Nice to
I
meet
saw
you.
you yesterday from my office. I didn't know if I should come and meet you or something, but like, like you were in a hurry, like maybe you were late for something. But I was just really caught up with how you were walking, everything, your hair, your natural hair, then your short skirts, like the way your bum lifted the short skirts. So I just said, I don't know, like, I'm sorry, like I had to come up on you like this, but I just had to get your number and just call you.
No.
You're telling your husband no. Yeah,
How
your future husband.
my bum was looking. Nah.
But that's it now. That's why we're here.
No, but you
Do you
never
understand? If we probably did not,
you
if you
never
probably did not wear that skirt, I would probably not have looked at you the way I looked at you and we won't be here by now. Do you understand? So, but now that we are here,
if you told me that
and we
it
know
was
what,
a skirt, then I would not have given you my number. Because I would have put
you
you
didn't
up.
give me your number. Why are you doing like someone that was considerate? You were very inconsiderate. You did not give me any number. So don't let's even go there. But my point is, we are now here. And we know what brought us here. So if we are to replay it, why not just go the route of what brought us here?
No, because it would just be like I'm so easy. No.
OhEmGees. Yeah, we got this. It's that time again. I'm getting the head and dropping Mrs. OMG. My lovely husband, you know, in my OMG. And together you can call us the OMG. Sit back, relax, and sip your tea. We keep you company.
Welcome to our channel, OhEmGees. 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 OhEmGees, 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 OhEmGees.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching our video today. But before we start, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment below.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Hi.
Hi everyone. Hope you're well. Welcome back to our channel. Hope you're good. Oh, your knee. I was thinking, what's that? It's your knee. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're good. Welcome to another week of the OhEmGees. OhEmGees.
Yeah. And the show continues no matter what, And right now, we are, how do I put this? We're at the point that we never thought we would be. Should I say it that way? We are in a long distance marriage. long distance relationship.
Long distance relationship.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Basically, we got here via Nigeria. Let me quickly explain that. But basically, it's not as, I'm just being dramatic. I think the main reason why we consider this move, this is not a permanent move by the way. Like, it's just trying and testing. But the main reason is Nigeria, like I said. The exchange rates nowadays, if you just have an opportunity to be able to maybe work somewhere and just make whatever you're making there, it's good enough to exploit.
Yeah, like, to be fair, I never saw myself coming back to England for a longer period of times, like as early as we ended up coming. But I think it was a necessity. I think when you start having children, there's a lot more to consider. There's a lot more factors, and you just want to give them the best that you can give them, and you want your family life as well just to be a bit. You want it to be at the peak. You want it to be at its best. And sometimes in Nigeria, when you feel restricted, you can feel quite restricted in terms of not even really day-to-day life, but just in the basic things. So things like, the Nigerian passport being something that you can just use to go anywhere is not necessarily like that. Or you just, just being, even even in the day-to-day things like light, electricity, Fermi not really getting to enjoy doing fun like play dates because, maybe because our estate doesn't have it. I think if you don't have it in an estate, forget it. There's no parks that you can go to. It's just not just small. It's the little things that that make a big deal essentially. But that's not. It's not because of park that we're in London. But I think it's just a number of things, and it just for now it makes sense for us to be here. Yeah.
It's just so interesting. Even this small thing we just said just shows our uniqueness as men and women. See the different angles we saw the reason for this for. So you, and this is what Pastor Kingsley preaches majorly. What you saw this basically like as a mom, as a family woman. Do you understand? I saw this as a businessman. It's money me I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Let me, for example, now if you ask me, okay, why did I open myself up to this option? Basically, it's just no matter how we are still coming up and everything, but no matter how we think we are getting it well in Nigeria, when we go out, we will respect ourselves. Do you understand? Imagine it's a struggle to. I will not even lie. I will not be forming and everything, but if you see me travel and you see me on first class, just know that it's business. They are the one that put me. Right now, I cannot travel with my money and say I'm on first class because there are plenty bukatas. Do you understand? So it's like somebody's local champion. Do you understand? And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You have to expand your sites because if you can live comfortably in Nigeria and everything, but you want to be able to live comfortably.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. If the season calls that we live in the UK for that period of time, you want to be able to do it and you don't feel it. Like, oh my God, you got to, changing naira is a nightmare. Things like that. You don't want to have to you don't want to have to feel that. Everyone wants to be able to be comfortable no matter where they are. Like, 1 second, I want to just make sure that my finger's recording. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh yeah, we are back. Say we are back.
All right, we're back. I just wanted to make sure that the sound was recording well.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Because what's the point? Okay, say let the best way to put it, like you are in Nigeria, you can comfortably rent a 3-bedroom apartment, but you get out of Nigeria, you cannot even rent even like a boys' quarter. So it's crazy. Like
the prices are very, especially. But to be fair though, you compare it. Oh, sorry, it looks. Okay. Yeah, comparing like London to, excuse me, comparing like London to the rest of the UK or the rest of England is different. Like the prices are intense. But yeah.
Anyways, so that's not even what I'm like focusing on. So basically, we are just like trying to encapsulate what brought us to this point where we are like, okay, we are for now long distance, although it's not really long distance, of course. Marry me next deal. But so basically, because she came up with the idea, she was, and life is all about growth, when you get to the point where you're just like, you are trying this one like this, it's working, but it's not, you can work better than it's supposed to be. So she came up with the idea. She was like, oh, blah blah blah, what do you think? And that's where my own thoughts went to. At that point, I'm like, okay, yeah, if you are there, if no matter how small it is, at least we know you are making their currency directly in whatever you are choosing to do, as opposed to when whatever we are making here, £1 is 700 and something naira. It's crazy, Guys, get your PVC. Because normally we are not supposed to be going through this stress. If it was the Nigeria of the days of my mother, when they say 1 naira was even more than $1, you know that whatever money you are working, whatever work you are doing in Nigeria, the value of the naira, wherever you go in life, you can get the same value and you can enjoy what you are enjoying in Nigeria anywhere else with the same. Do you understand? But right now, it's like, God forbid, but it's like person like third or fourth class citizen of the world because of exchange rates and everything, you know. So that was why, because if you remember on this same channel, I was like, oh mommy, I can't do it. Oh, say when I go they far away from me, blah blah blah. But man, that's what we looked at, and again, I think where our thoughts pattern really coincided was Feromi. Like for Feromi to be like a global citizen, you know, to be exposed to. Why did you laugh when I say global citizen? Nobody said they talk.
No, it's good. Yeah, so to be exposed.
What's funny?
No. I just laughed because like global citizen. Yeah, I'd be.
Like what?
Yeah, I'm agreeing. It just made me laugh.
But the way you laugh as if you're laughing at me.
No.
I beg. Shout out to be, you know, to have other friends and you know.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
And you guys will have been seeing it. The way she's really outspoken now. You get. She never used 2 months. She's always been outspoken, but it's more. But there's a more level of outspokenness and all that and everything.
Yeah. Cause I think it's because it's not just her that's outspoken. You know, a lot of the time is that wherever she is, it's like she's the most out. She's one of the few outspoken ones. Like in nursery, she's one of the few, you know, expressive ones. But
now that she's in a country where everybody's expressive, my point exactly.
Exactly.
My point.
Sorry, I touched the mic. But
so that now brings us to how are we coping? How is this dealing with you long distance?
It's really tough. It's tough. It's tough.
How so?
Because you know we have to rely on communication, and that's tough. You know, I feel like communication.
That's where Feromi got that stuff from. Continue.
I feel like communication could be better. I think that because all we have is communication in terms of calling and like video calling. I think because there's especially because we just were there for Christmas, there can be it could be easy just to relax and be like, oh, I just saw you or whatever. But you know, I kind of want to stay in the framework of okay, you know what we're doing, this is what we're doing. Just trying to involve each other in our day-to-day things, like even if it's challenging, is trying to be more expressive about those challenges. I may not be able to do much from where I am, and you might not be able to do much from where you are, but at least having someone that cares to listen, it makes the difference. So communication, I just think it could be better. But I think we are good at it, but it could be better.
So. That's like an open petition that you just wrote to me now. But yeah, it's tough for me too, and it's in the same line. But again, it just brings about the man-woman thing, because it's the same thing we are dealing with, but just in different ways now. So it's tough for me in the sense that I'm going through a lot of stress with work, which is not new. Do you understand? Which I've always gone through. But I just now realize that the difference it makes now is you guys were always around. So you were always seeing it firsthand that I'm going through this stress. So I didn't have to talk. I didn't have to tell you. Do you understand? Because talking about the stress is another stress entirely. Because do you understand? And again, like that was that presence, that, you know, I saw a thread on Twitter recently about guys that are far away from their wives and everything. The guy was like, "Omo, I used to love myself. I used to live my space and everything. I didn't know what happened to me. Now my wife just traveled 1 week. I can't wait." A lot of different people, and I could just relate. I think it was a friend that even sent it to me because he knew that's the kind of person I am. So the guy was like, "I'm always like, oh, I was always looking forward to my wife traveling because I'm always like, oh, let me have my space just for her to travel." And I'm like, "Madam, come back, oh, I beg." What do you understand? Because you are used to this person always being around. So when the person is not out there anymore, you just realize that there's a lot of vacuum because there's a whole lot of space this person was taking up in your life and everything. So basically, this one of communication you talk about is majorly I've been working on the post-production of Faji Friday. Do you understand? You know how I am with quality and everything. And this year particularly, a lot of mess ups from So I'm putting it out. A lot of mess up from like the technical team. A lot of mess up. And these were things I saw coming, and we discussed about, and I told them about, and they were like, oh, there will not be issues and everything and all that and everything, blah blah blah. But thank God that I'm a technical person myself, like, so most of this, and this goes out to anybody out there, whatever you want to do in life, any major project you want to take part, you want to do, make sure you at least have an idea of how things work at the other ground, because it will help. So thank God that this kind of setup I did were kind of like contingency plans and everything. For example, for audio production, I made sure that we recorded multi-track. Recording multi-track means that you would have the raw files of the audio for you to be able to mix later to bring out the best of the sound, as opposed to recording everything as stereo, and whatever you get is what you have gotten. So if the mix was bad on that day, it's going to be bad and everything you get. So I'm now having to mix the audio by myself, which is a whole lot of work. There was somebody scheduled to do that, blah blah blah, but it's not just coming out the way I want it to be. But so I'm having to mix it myself. Then video, the person that was in charge of the video too, at the dead minute, said he will not be around, but his team were going to be around and they were going to handle it. It was going to be a good blah 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 blah. I'm just trying to, at the end of the day, on that day I was so happy because I saw they brought drones, they brought crane. So I'm like, oh man, these guys are going to bet the best angles. Just for them, first of all, the editing was not, they didn't bring it out on time. That's why the videos are not out, because they were supposed to be out back to back. Then when they now finally sent me the videos, I was like, what crap is this? Long story short, I had to tell them to send me the raw files of the videos. So I am having to edit the videos by myself. All the guys, Friday fans, everything you've seen out, from the intro to the video, the audio mix, I'm the one that did everything from scratch. Babe, last week, this week that passed, I didn't sleep for 36 hours, non-stop, from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. the next day, non-stop, because I'm editing the audio of the next one that's coming, the pre-session, and the pre-session is like 1 hour. As I'm talking to you like this, I can't tell you how much I'm spending on trying to buy hard drive, because all my hard drives is a crazy process. Do you understand? Something I paid ridiculous money for. So imagine me going through this kind of stress, and these are technical things that is giving me headache already. So it's already stressful. So like when I tell you, I just tell you that when I talk to you, I just tell you that okay, there's problem with this 5G and it's giving me this, but I cannot start now walking myself through the whole torture of can you imagine?
But can I ask a question?
There's wait, hold up. Can you imagine? Okay. There's too much noise. There's too much noise on the lead mic. So I'm trying to do a noise reduction. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I can't. So I'm not saying that you won't understand the technicalities.
No, at all. I wanted to ask.
So ask the question you want to ask.
Because what you just did was that basically summarize the entirety of what the issue was. Were you stressed just expressing that now? Yeah,
this is walking me through the whole. Do you understand? So I'm doing it for the whole. So this one is for this. This is like because I have to say it now, we are recording and it's for content, blah 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 blah. But it's really stressful for me. I just even like had a headache saying it now. And what I'm saying, so what I'm telling you now is, you pretty much know what is happening already. Do you understand? It's just that it's not in details, because and what I even still told you now is not still the detail. Do you understand? It's still broken down, but it's still like freaking stressful. Do you know, imagine having to pay ridiculous stuff and let me give you one of the scenarios now. So 36 hours of not sleeping is battling with the pre-session, trying to bring out the mix. Thank God I've done that now, and when you guys see the praise, you'll be so happy. Whoa. Okay. All right, another break in transmission. We're back again. Say we are back, so I will know.
Yeah,
we're back again. Yeah. All right. So one of the issues now, the crane camera, which is supposed to be like one of the best shots. If you see, so the crane camera now, the footage from the crane camera is so heavy, so large, but the picture quality is horrible, because whoever handled the camera, they did not set all the ISO settings and everything. So we were basically burning on stage on the crane. Do you understand? And I'm not even to load it on my system. It's even making my system lag. So imagine having something so large but the quality is horrible. So I can't, if I even wanted to compress it to edit, you understand? So a lot of this, like some of my hard drives have even have been corrupted because of large files that are almost useless, but I have to use them anyways because I don't have footages. So do you understand? It's crazy. So I'm dealing with the audio, I'm dealing with the video, I'm alongside other things I'm dealing with that you know about. For example, the I don't want to mention it here. Passports office and everything, you understand? Outside some other things still happening in the house, security man issues. Now I have to be the one to go and be putting fuel. Even when he was here, I wake up in the midnight to go and do that. A lot of, do you understand? But everything I would just encapsulate it like, okay, it's really very, very, very stressful period. Like, and I'm having a lot of problem with work and everything because having to talk, having to go through that process. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's stressful. But I need you to find an outlet to release your stress. I understand that sometimes you have to work through it because you have to get it done. The thing is, what you kind of do is you eat the stress because you don't express it to me because you can't at that point in time. Which I'm not blaming you. It can be it is stressful to have to explain over, like, especially when it's like you don't want to have to keep thinking about it. Because what I realized was that, and in our prayer meeting yesterday, we were just talking about meditation, and at church, I've been thinking about the last few days I've been meditating in the morning. Like, first thing, I'll just open my devotional and meditate on that, on the word that that is there, especially the one that speaks to me the most. I will meditate on that word, and I found that when I go through the day, if obviously I will be met with challenges, but because that word is in my mind, I choose to meditate on that word and not the stress that I'm dealing with. And because I can meditate on that stress, on that word that the scripture, I can express the stress that I'm dealing with without feeling even more stressed. Because it's like, okay, I don't have to I don't have to necessarily speak in complete details, but because I have an outlet to release the stress. But if I'm saying that, okay, I don't want to get stressed, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to express it, I'm eating the stress, I am feeling stressed within myself, and then it comes out to my loved ones through a manner of which I don't even know. I'm talking about myself here. Like, those around me, I can maybe be snappy or just be like, or withdrawn or whatever. And I do see that with you, that you become withdrawn, and because you're trying to deal with this, and I get it, and it's I can't help you, so it then becomes a thing of, because I can't help you, I can't really say anything. So it's like, okay, babe, I just hope that everything will be fine. And
so two things. First of all, I'm losing your audio, so I don't know what's up with your headphones or whatever. That's one. Then two. So this is a new thing I just started, which I just want you to notice. For example, everything you said now, I knew what you were saying from the onset. And the me of before would have been like, I would have just cut in like, okay, I know what you are saying, blah, blah, blah. But I still let you just finish. But I know what you were, because I knew it from the beginning. But so that's one of the changes I'm applying to myself. Whatever, irrespective of however, even when I know where you're going with whatever, I will let you finish what you're saying first to express yourself. So I knew where you were getting to. And so basically, this right here is not even me eating anything in. This is the fact, I'm in distress right now, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have to get results right now. So what you are experiencing is distress. Whatever byproducts you are getting is just because of the stress I'm going through. Okay, for example, as we are talking today, this is January 31st. By midnight today, February 1st video needs to be out. Whether, no matter what is happening in this life, it has to be out. Do you understand? I'm still working. I'm still dealing with it, and that was what was happening this morning when you called me and you said you were greeting me. I wasn't. That you said I didn't answer. I'd greeted you already, but when me right now, every free time I get, even while we are talking, I need it. Do you understand? So at that point, I was watching videos on how to stop my system from lagging because of that particular file or from that crane. I didn't sleep well overnight. I've been doing a lot of research and everything because this needs to be done. Do you understand? So I'm not camping it in, but there's nothing I can do at this period because I need to get the results. You understand? So after I get the results, which I know this cup will pass over, is a crazy period, but I know I will still get done with it anyways. when I'm now done with it, obviously I don't hold stressing. I will relax, and when I relax, in that period of relaxing, we can look back and I'll now tell you that homo, crazy. For example, like the security guy that went off when the whole thing was happening. By the way, guys, our security guy tried to steal somebody's car. That's another story for another day in the compound. But after everything, after we've resolved it, we can look back and talk about it. It's the same thing as when some things happen in life. When people talk about their throwbacks now and they laugh at themselves when they were in poverty, when they were suffering, they talk about it and laugh. But it wasn't funny then. They probably will not be able to really talk about it and laugh in that position because they needed to get the result. You get? So most times, and that's why I said it, that's why I started with, it was, if you were here, we won't have this, we wouldn't even need to talk about it because you already know firsthand what I'm going through. Do you understand? But right now, the best I can still let you know is, okay, babe, man, I need to get this thing out and I've been struggling with it. Do you understand? And that's just basic enough. So it's not like I'm not trying to communicate and everything. But what I will take you on with your communication, one thing, what I'll take you on and I will own up to, and I would, and I actually just got an epiphany now. Like after we just discussed this issue, we should just round this up so that we can have a lot of things to be discussing on. So we can be taking one issue per time, So, and what I'll take you on was yesterday, you said something and it struck me and I realized. So one thing this long distance marriage is doing for me, and I think it's going to help us with, is the fact that we've been together and we are together by God's grace. We are not going to long distance. This one is just, I'm going to be going to London a lot by God's grace. God will give me money. So, but what this is doing is that there are things that were there that, for example, there are things I used to do, but I did not need to do them again because there was no situation to do them because we are always together, and I'd now totally forgotten about it. Now, one thing you said and that now struck me was yesterday you were just like, and it's because of this stress again. So nowadays, when I sleep, anytime I just wake up, I just go straight to the studio because I just need to continue my work. So most times I wake up early and I don't call you guys, and I'm like, okay, that one, we've been on it for a while. I'm like, I wake up before you anyways. I don't want to wake you up. Call me whenever you wake up. I don't see have any problem with that. But the one you now said yesterday was that I should at least, like it somehow, I should at least message you when I wake up. And I remember, it took me back to those times that before we got married, when I would just wake up, I would just be like, hello, sunshine. How is your, do you know, like all those morning messages. And I'm like, wow, that's true. And I saw the difference that made today. When I woke up, I just, I had to go to the studio, but I was just like, hello, sunshine. And I saw how happy you were when you messaged me back and everything, So that's one thing that these are done, that it's something I lost. I didn't know I lost it because I didn't need to message you hello, sunshine. Although I think probably even when you're around, I will be messaging you hello, sunshine, so I will not forget. But you get my point, because you are here anyways, my sunshine beside me, I'll kiss you, good morning, babe. I didn't need to message you that. So now that you are not here again, I'd forgotten that trend. So that when you said it yesterday, there was a way you put it up and everything, and which I must commend you for, by the way. You two, you have changed in your approach of, because there's a way you have put it before now that the team will have just scattered everything again. It will have led to another fight, but there was a way you constructed it, and I just, like, my eyes just opened straight up, and I was like, the only thing I was like, okay, sorry. Because in my mind then I was already like, okay, I'm going to change this, So like I got from that when I wake up, even because it's going to be hard to be calling you when I wake up, but if I can drop a message, like, and the first thing you see just puts a smile on your face, it changes a lot of things. So that one, I'm holding on to that. I've spoken a lot, so you have to speak.
Yeah, I think you said almost everything, and I don't want this video to be super long, but like, I think that also another thing I'll say, that long distance is it's so funny, because when you're together, you're obviously vulnerable and you see each other, naked and all that stuff. But I feel like it's almost made our marriage naked, and it exposed the good things and the not so great things in our marriage. And it's like it's a good thing in a way, because I feel like it makes us ensure that we work on those things. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, again, like, things like communication is something that we know we'll work on and we'll continue. Like, for example, how I say things and how I deliver things and my tone, which I normally wouldn't think about because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm there, so you can see my attitude or whatever. But obviously, it's different when you're not on this side and I'm not on that side. So I have to be more conscious of how I say things, take a moment, and even that's why I'm consciously deciding to like wake up and meditate on the word, so that that will help me to put me in a better mind frame for whatever I'm about to face or whatever it is it's going to be like, so that if I don't get annoyed about small things, but rather I'm focusing on the good things. And yeah. So,
and let me just add it here that I decided to, because I would say I decided because this decision, so it's not like I'm a dictator and everything, but this decision was my decision to make, in the sense that you brought the idea, but you were like, okay, if I'm open to it, do you understand? So I could have shut it down, I've been a no and everything. So, but I was open the decision of okay, trying out this path, because it is within our we have full control over it, in the sense that I can choose to, for example, I can be coming to London tomorrow to come and see you. So it's not because I'm like a billionaire and everything, you get. Obviously I can fly maybe, is it Emma Rock? I can fly all those ones that I'll get to London next week, that I will do like 84 stopovers. I can fly the cheapest flight to, anyways. I can go to London and come back. Do you understand? So my point is, it is long distance, but it is we can control it. It's not that long distance that I will not be able to see her for another 1 year or anything. Like, it get that my body go do me and I'm not go feel hold myself again, and I'll just be like, okay babe, I can't take this any longer, sorry, will you be the one to come? We'll just look at our pulse and we'll see which one will make more sense. Okay, it'd be like, may I just quickly fly? The only problem now is I have to stay there for like 2 weeks and all this COVID whatever and everything. So basically
you don't have to quarantine anymore.
I go we'll talk after this call. Maybe I'll come tomorrow after all. So basically, I just had to slow that in, that okay, it's long distance, yeah, because they are far away, but it's not long distance because they are reachable anytime. I can always thank God for that privilege. Like, I know be citizen, yes, but I can go anytime I want to go. You get. So I put that in there because when I say long distance, the first thing that comes to married men is, Baba, how you they cope? Especially me, my body energy full my body like this. So I try to just, if you are in my situation, try to, any opportunity you see, make sure you fill up your tank as much as you can. Like, thank God for the tank filling up, and thank God for my wife's upgrade too. She has upgraded to a capacity that she fills me up to my cup runneth over. Do you understand? So I did some proper filling up this December, which I think we'll talk about it again and everything. But basically, anytime I need to fill up, I fill up and everything. But now being more serious, because of the goal, we have some goals that we cannot discuss here, but because of the goal ahead of us, that's really, and we have an aligned goal. We have what we are focused on that we need to get. Do you understand? So, and don't worry, it's not Mali, because a lot of you will be like, oh, Emmanuel, you want to run away. We shall have an aligned goal. And I think that's our major driving factor. You get. So, irrespective of the hunger to fill up tank, which is important, which I'm coming to fill up very soon. Irrespective of all that, the most important thing is, what is your goal? Why do you need to do this? And obviously, it's a means to an end.
And it's also to have a goal, because this is not a long-term, by no means a long-term thing. It's just very...
As in, babe, as you just took it, we are just so aligned. You just said, I said it's a means to an end. And you just said what I was about to say. We still have that. Thank God. We still talk, we still complete each other's statements. So it's not long-term any way. It's not, in fact, we're actually not in a long-distance relationship. You are just 6. Your card is full. All right, no worry, I will just round up from here anyways. Abi? All right, so, let me round up. Don't let me take you through that stress. So, yeah, guys, it's as good as she's living in Ikorodu and I'm living in Naija. They can still be 6 hours far away depending on the traffic, you understand? So, but basically, that's all about that today. I'm not good with rounding up. Our battery card as our camera card is over full and everything, and you are stuck with me now. So however I round up with you is how I will round up with you. We are going to get smoother with this in the weeks coming and everything. But very soon, you'll see us together again by God's grace and everything. But I hope you've learned one or two from this. We are trying to take you through our process of how we are living through this, our new development phase and everything. Oyinbo mi o balance, babe. Mo kon so ni. Guys, at this point, thank you. And thank you for the love this year. It's been amazing. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you drop a comment. Let us know how you think. Is anybody in a long distance relationship with their spouses? How are you dealing? And there are some people that you don't even have choice. Like, for example, my sister, her husband just got promoted and he had to go outside, although it's within Nigeria, but we did say he should not go and work where he's supposed to be working. You know, there are some people that is their work nature. Husband and wife are working and they are doing well and they have to be in different places. How are you coping? And those ones, they don't even have the luxury to see each other at any time they want to see each other. They have to wait a particular period, maybe a long period. So how do you cope? What do you do in those kind of situations, you know? So we come your way again next week. It's EmmaOMG from here. And Yetunde, you can still sign out. Let me remove you from Bluetooth. Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Talk. Okay, the mic is here. The camera is here. Wave. Tell them bye. See you.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, thank you for watching our video.
Thank you.
But before you leave, we are forgetting something.
Have you liked this video? Did you like this video?
Did you comment? Have you subscribed to our channel?
Subscribe. And did you hit the notification bell?
You have. Thank you so much. If you haven't, please just do, yeah?
Do that,
See you guys on the next video. Bye.
Family, get in the bathroom now!
Bye-bye.